Lay on your mat in your 5 Pilates principles. Starting with the head, you want to line the back of the neck so the chin is slightly tucked, avoiding tension in the front of the neck. You can use a towel under your head if necessary. Gently slide the shoulders away from the ears, open up the chest, and allow the shoulder blades to lay flat into the mat. The back of the ribs sink into the floor while the lower back has a small space with the pelvis in neutral. Keep lots of weight in the tailbone and start breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Place the hands on your abdominals so that you can feel the belly raise as you inhale, and exhale, contract the deep muscles of the core so that the belly empties and sinks down towards your spine. Now adding arm circles, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and reach the arms overhead. Exhale, circle around to the sides. Inhale, reach up overhead, circle around to the sides, making sure the back of the ribs stay in contact with the mat. And now let's reverse the direction. Inhale, the other way, up and overhead. Exhale, pull the arms down to the sides. Inhale out to the side and up. Exhale, down by your sides. Inhale, reach up and down, and rest those hands by your sides. Now we're going to focus on imprinting and release. Inhale to be neutral, and exhale to softly press the low back into the mat without using the legs. So we're rocking the pelvis back and forth, making sure that the ribs are staying in contact with the floor while the pelvis rocks gently between neutral, which is the space, and imprint, softly sinking your back into the floor. Also keep in mind that we want the shoulders to be open in the front, and as you sink your low back into the mat, we're trying not to round the shoulders forward. Inhale, we return to neutral without lifting the ribs. The next part of the warm-up, we're going to mobilize the upper back and shoulders. Reach your hands above your chest. Inhale, stretch up to the ceiling. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades into the floor. Elbows remain soft, and reach from the back of the body and then sink the shoulders into the mat. Inhale, stretch across your upper back, and exhale, draw the shoulders down. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, and again, the ribs have to stay in contact with the mat. So we're engaging those muscles that wrap around. Rest those hands back down by your sides, and we'll do some head nods to align the head and neck with the rest of the spine. Inhale to gently tuck the chin. Exhale, just let the head relax and go where it's comfortable. Inhale, gently tuck the chin so the back of the neck is long. Exhale, release. You can use a towel under your head to reduce the amount of tension, especially if you feel like your chin is sticking up. Continue to tuck the chin and release. Inhale, gently tuck the chin and release. Next, we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. So we inhale to slide the shoulders up, and exhale, slide the shoulders down. We want to maintain neutral through the pelvis, so a space at the low back. Inhale, the shoulders come up. We want to make sure the ribs are staying flat. You can use your hand on your ribs to get an idea if they're staying in place. You want to avoid popping those ribs up towards the ceiling, which is what they may want to do as you raise your shoulders. As you slide them down, we want to be engaging the deep core muscles. Inhale, they come up, and slowly exhale and slide them down. Inhale up and exhale down. For hip rolls, we're going to inhale, prepare, exhale to imprint the spine, peel the tailbone up, and each vertebrae one at a time till you get to the upper back. Take a deep breath in at the top, the shoulders open. Exhale, come down through the upper back, middle back, lower back, through imprint, and return to neutral. Inhale, stay at the bottom. Exhale, imprint, contracting the deep core, then press into the feet, roll it up. Keep good alignment through the feet, knees, and hips, and avoid popping the ribs. Exhale, slowly roll down through each vertebrae one at a time, and return to neutral at the bottom. Again, breathe in, exhale to go up without overarching the back at the top. Stay strong through the core and the obliques that wrap around. Breathe in at the top, exhale, pull down through the belly, sink the ribs into the floor, the lower back into the floor, and relax the pelvis to neutral. You can try bringing your heels a little closer to your bum, and that will create a little bit more of a stretch in the front of the hips. Exhale, go down, return to neutral. Inhale, stay at the bottom. Exhale, imprint, peel it up. So we're trying to open up the hips, activate the legs, the core, and the back. And do it one little section of the spine at a time. One more repetition, and then we're going to go into the ab prep. Exhale to come down, one vertebrae at a time. Now here we are going to lift our head and shoulders off the mat. Inhale in neutral, prepare the head. Exhale to lift the head, the arms, and the shoulders. Breathe in, stay. Exhale, come back down. The most challenging thing is to keep the pelvis in neutral. Inhale, prepare the head. Exhale, contract the deep core, lift the head and shoulders without squeezing the bum or flattening the back. We want to keep that little space at the low back. And exhale, back to the floor. Inhale, gently tuck the chin. Exhale, contract the deep core, lift the head, the shoulders, and the arms hover long by your sides. Stay for your breath in, keep the belly flat. Exhale, come down. You want to keep that little space under the back. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale to lift. The ribs flatten, so there's no space in the back of the ribs, just that lower back. Breathe in and exhale, come back down. Last one. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to come up without shrugging the shoulders. Want to keep those shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in to stay, and exhale, slowly, controlled, rest your head back to the mat. Now let's roll over to our side and come up onto our hands and knees. We're going to find our 5 principles here. Neutral spine, shoulders away from the ears, and spread those fingers. Inhale to relax the belly. Keep the head in line. And exhale, draw the belly button in towards the spine. Start by tucking the pelvis first, rounding the lower back, pulling in the ribs, emptying out all the air. Push with your arms and release the back of the neck. Stay up in that curve. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, start with the pelvis, the lower back, the ribs, the shoulders, and the head all align. Breathe in, breathe out again. Exhale, curl up, 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 up. Push, push, push with those arms and release the head. Inhale, stay. Exhale, move the pelvis back to neutral. The ribs in place, the shoulders away from the ears, and the head. Avoid sinking down between the shoulder blades or hunching up or shrugging the shoulders toward the ears. We've got to find our 5 principles every time we come back. Inhale, stay. Exhale. We're going to tuck the bum, pull in the belly, breathe out all the air, empty, let the head fall. Inhale, stay. Exhale. Pelvis returns to neutral. Shoulders, head. Breathe in again. Exhale. Contract the deep core to get your back as rounded as you can. Push with the arms. Slide the head down. Inhale, hold. The head stays down until the last thing to come up is the head. Breathe in and stay. Exhale, tuck, tuck, tuck. Draw the belly in, empty out all the air. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out. Pelvis returns to neutral. Ribs slide in place, shoulders away from the ears, and the head aligns. Now sit back into child's pose with the knees apart, the big toes together, arms stretching long on the mat above your head, and your forehead rested into the floor. Sink your hips as low as you can and reach as long as you can through the arms. Breathe deep, letting the belly expand on the inhale, and on the exhale, contract. Walk both hands off to the left, reaching your right arm a little bit longer so you're feeling that stretch down the right side of your body. Breathe deep there. Stay low. Then we're going to walk those hands back through the center and then just slightly off to the other side. So now you're feeling a little more stretch down the left side of the body, through the shoulders, through the arms, and maybe down towards the hip. Take some deep breaths there and hold. And we're going to walk those hands back through the center. Let's come up now and lay onto our side to get ready for spinal rotation. We're going to put a towel under our head, and you can also support your head with your bottom bent arm if you like. We're going to bend the knees, but keep the natural arch of the lower back and stay long through the waist. Be careful not to let your whole side body sag into the floor. You want to lift up through the ribs underneath and slide that shoulder away from the ears so that your body is long. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, tighten the core and twist. Breathe in to stay. Exhale, contract the core and bring your arm back over the top. Inhale, reach up and look to the ceiling. Exhale, tighten the core and twist at the waist. Breathe in deep. And exhale, pull the arm over the top. We want to keep the lower half of the body still. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, contract your core to pull you back over the top. We want to feel a stretch through the sides of the body. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist in through the chest and shoulder. Breathe in and stay. Exhale, bring that arm back to the start. Inhale, raise the arm up. Exhale, open the chest. Breathe in and hold. And exhale over. Keep going at that pace. We want to make sure the knees stay stacked on top of one another. The hips stay stacked as well, and there's no twisting at the hips, but the movement comes from the waist. Let's switch sides. We're going to roll it over to the other side. So take your towel with you to support your head. Align everything on this side, stacking the knees, the hips, the shoulders. Align the head. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Take a deep breath in to hold. And then exhale, bring the arm back over the top. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, contract the core. Slide the ribs down towards the hips. Breathe in to hold. Exhale, over the top. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. You want to feel that stretch in the chest and the front of the shoulder, down the side of your body as well. Inhale and exhale back to the start. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, contract the deep core. Breathe in to hold. And exhale, pull that arm over the top. Inhale up. Exhale. Breathe in to stay. And strong exhale, using your core to pull you back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. The head should feel relaxed and rested and supported. No strain in the neck. Exhale, back to the start. Now roll over onto your belly and practice contracting the deep core muscles face down. Inhale to expand the belly. Exhale to contract the deep core and activate the front of the thighs, lifting the kneecaps off the mat. Inhale, relax the belly and relax the legs. Exhale, contract the deep core and tighten the thighs to lift the kneecaps off the mat. The feet are firm into the ground. If you have difficulty engaging the muscles of your core, roll your towel and place it below your belly button, just above the pubic bone. That way, when you exhale, you have an idea of where you should be contracting. It's low in the pelvis, between the pubic bone and the belly button. Last one before we add back extension. We're going to bring the hands close to the shoulders, bend the elbows, and keep them rested on the mat. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, activate the deep core, lift the head, the shoulders, and the chest. Breathe in to stay at the top, and exhale, slowly rest yourself back to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, lift the head first, the shoulders, and the chest. Breathe in to stay up. Exhale, bring the chest down, the shoulders, and then the head. It's important that we do it in that order. Exhale, engage the deep core, lift the head, shoulders, and chest. Breathe in to stay. Exhale, come back down. We're still activating the legs, lifting the kneecaps off the mat with your exhale. We're going to keep the glutes out of it and the feet firm into the mat. Exhale, release. We're trying to activate the muscles of the thoracic spine and the neck extensors without overpowering through the lower back. We're keeping the hands on the mat to support the back bend. Now reach your arms long by your sides with your arms straight. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders the same way, but now rotate the hands so that the thumbs point up and the shoulders are open. Inhale at the top and exhale, release back to the start. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, activate the core and the legs, lift the head, the shoulders, and turn the palms out. Breathe in and release. So we're really trying to activate those muscles of the upper back, get the shoulder blades to flatten onto the spine, and at the same time keep the core engaged and the spine long. We don't want to overpower through the lower back. Here's an example of what the spine would look like if you were overextending. The ribs would lift, the back is too arched, and you're coming off the mat too high. When done properly, the lower back is supported and stable from the contraction of the deep core. That creates more work for the middle and upper back, which is what we're strengthening in this exercise. Now push back into child's pose to stretch out the low back and take a deep breath in. Sit yourself up and turn over onto your sit bones with your knees bent and get ready for the half roll back. Exhale to contract the deep core, creating a C curve of the spine. Inhale, return to the start. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, arms reaching forward but soft through the elbows. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, flatten the belly and avoid popping the center muscle of the abdominals. If the muscles pop up, you're not getting to the deeper level of the core. This time, straighten the legs, reach the arms overhead, and continue to roll all the way down until your head is rested on the mat. Inhale at the bottom, exhale from the deep core, peeling the spine off the mat, bending all the way forward. Inhale, arms up, shoulders away from the ears. Draw the belly in, roll it down through the spine. Breathe in at the bottom without popping the ribs. Exhale, imprint and roll up and over. Inhale, sit tall, reach up. Exhale, make a C curve with the spine and press each vertebrae one at a time into the mat. In this position, it's very easy to overextend the spine, creating too much space between the back of the ribs and the floor. So make sure you're keeping the core strong as you reach those arms up overhead. Also remember, you can use a towel roll at the low back if you have difficulty getting up or if your feet are lifting as you roll down through the mat. Do your best to complete 3 more as smoothly as possible. Keep the elbows soft and the shoulders away from the ears as you engage the deep core to smoothly roll into the mat and off of the mat. Use a strong, forceful exhale to help you get through the hardest part of the exercise, which is imprinting the spine into the mat. This is the last one to complete. When you get to the bottom, take a deep breath in, expand all the way to the pelvic floor, exhale up and over. Now let's come up onto the hands and knees and get ready for the watchdog. We're going to spread the fingers, place the hands under the shoulders, push away from the mat, point the tailbone up, take a deep breath in to relax the belly, exhale, engage the core and lift the knees just a couple inches. Inhale, slowly let the knees rest to the mat. Exhale, engage and lift. Inhale, return the knees. Exhale, draw the belly in and lift the knees. We're trying to maintain neutral spine throughout this exercise, keeping the shoulders open in the back, engaging the chest, arms and shoulders. Exhale, lift the knees. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. When you're exhaling, you want to draw your belly in towards your spine, activate the deep core without rounding the lower back. One more time. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to lift. And then rest it back to the mat. Turn over onto your back. We're going to get the towel and place underneath your head. With your feet on the floor, inhale, prepare. Exhale, bring one leg up to tabletop. Inhale, stay. Exhale, bring the other leg up to tabletop. So the knees and hips are 90 degrees. Inhale, stay. Exhale, we're going to rest one foot back to the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, bring the other leg back to the mat. We want the shoulders to stay open, ribs into the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, pick one leg up tabletop. Breathe in, stay. Exhale, bring the other leg up tabletop. Head is rested on the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, lower and rest one foot to the floor. Breathe in and the other one rests to the floor. Inhale, stay. Exhale, strong breath. Bring it up. Inhale. Exhale, pick the other leg up. Breathe in to stay. Now we're going to hold the legs up in tabletop and add the arms. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, we're going to reach the arms above the head towards the floor without popping the ribs or shrugging the shoulders. Inhale, they come back to the knees. If you want, you can add a toe tap as you reach the arms overhead to create more difficulty. If you're having trouble staying imprinted with the back of the ribs into the floor, you may want to keep your legs stable and not tap them and just move the arms. The goal is to keep everything through the midsection still while you're moving the arms and the legs. Exhale as the arms and legs move away from the center. Inhale as they come back to center. That was the last one. Now we're going to rest our hands into the mat and cross over the ankles. Breathe in to prepare and exhale, press into the arms to roll the hips off the mat. Inhale, return to the floor. Don't worry how high your hips come off the floor. Just do your best with control. We're going to do 3 and then cross over the ankles to do 3 on the other side. Press into the shoulders, elbows, and hands to activate those triceps. When you're done 3 of each, straighten the legs and roll all the way over if you can. Inhale, stay. Exhale, you roll all the way down to where you can maintain imprint. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, roll it over smoothly. Breathe in to stay and roll it down. The head has to stay on the mat. The shoulders stay on the mat. The legs stay as straight as possible. And make sure the knees stop when they get just above your face so that you don't come too high on the neck. Okay, now let's transition to single leg extension. Both legs start straight up in the air. Inhale, prepare, and then exhale, bend one knee in towards your chest as you extend the other leg out. Inhale, return to both legs straight up. Exhale, bend one, straighten one. The pelvis can be neutral or imprint throughout, but make sure the ribs stay flat. If you want an extra challenge, try doing it with both legs straight in a scissor motion. The lower leg has to remain straight, and the leg that stays in the air can have a slight bend, but do your best to keep it straight as well. 2 more times. Exhale, extend. Inhale, they return to center. Exhale, extend. Inhale, legs straight up. Now place the feet back to the mat. Next is bridge with single leg lift. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift the pelvis. Breathe in to stay. Exhale, extend one leg up. Inhale, place it to the mat. Exhale, pick the other leg up. Inhale, place it down. We're trying to do our best to keep the pelvis stable and not tipping the hips while keeping the ribs down. We're exhaling to lift the leg, inhaling to return to the mat. Arms long by the sides, shoulders open, alternating, lifting the legs. Now return the pelvis to the mat, and we're going to repeat that again. 3 leg lifts per side. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pick the hips up. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lift and extend one leg to the sky and place it back to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, pick the leg up and place it to the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 1 more per side. Stay strong through the core. Use your breath to remain stable through the pelvis. Last one. And let's rest the pelvis back to the mat. Now we're going to take the feet and knees wider than the hips and work on the glutes. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, pick the hips up in neutral. Inhale, place them down in neutral. Check to make sure that your feet are parallel to each other and not turning out. They may feel a little pigeon-toed. Exhale to lift. Inhale, return to the mat, engaging the deep core, keeping the ribs flat on the spine and shoulders open. The knees are wide, the feet are wide, and we want to make sure our big toes are anchored to the mat. This time, keep the hips up while raising the arms above your head towards the mat. Exhale, reach the arms overhead. Inhale, bring your hands by your sides. The whole while keeping the pelvis up and engaging the glutes and hamstrings. This is going to challenge the placement of the ribs and shoulders. Return to the mat and hug the knees into the chest. Take a couple of deep breaths here and allow your back to sink into the mat. When you're ready, release one leg at a time back down to the floor. Now let's slowly transition into child's pose to take a couple of deep restorative breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth.